Hello, my name is Olivia Tate. I am recording this PowerPoint for my English 209 class with the instructor being April Gergley. So today we're going to be comparing It Had to Be Murder, which was written by Cornell Woolrich in 1942, and Rear Window, which is a film that was recorded by Alfred Hitchcock. So here we have the project description. As like I said before, it is the comparison of Cornell Woolrich's It Had to Be Murder and Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window. So a short introduction here to get us started. There were more creative liberties in the movie with the sounds and the effects. The short story had a more internalized dialogue, and in the movie there were noticeably more character development. So the main characters. So in the movie, the main character is L.B. Jeff Jeffries. He has a career as a photojournalist. He is involved in more conversations, and we can notice more intimate connections. So the short story main character is Hal Jeffries. In the story, there is no specific mention of his career. We see more internal dialogue, and there is a more distant connection with other characters. So in the movie, there's obviously more sounds and a better image of the setting. So the movie immerses the viewer in a busy city setting. The movie utilizes ambient sound, which I found that to be very interesting. Most of the sounds that we heard in the movie were not edited in. They were sounds that we could hear on the set. And there were noise-promoted character analysis. So next we have Mr. and Mrs. Thorwald. The movie shows the Thorwalds having a volatile relationship. The night before the murder, the couple is shown fighting. First sign of murder is the woman screaming, "Please don't." And in the short story, it more focuses on Mrs. Thorwald's health. The short story focuses on strain of poor health that the poor health had on their marriage. The first sign of murder is the mention of a cricket being a sign of death. Sam Hall's assistant describes superstition surrounding the noise. So the details of the movie, or the details of the murder in the movie, Jeff sees Lars disposing of an alleged murder weapon. Jeff notices Anna's sudden disappearance, but left her favorite purse behind with her jewelry. And as we know, women don't just carry around bags of, valuables to get tangled and lost. Lisa points out that a woman would never leave her favorite purse behind, much less with her valuable jewelry. And the neighbor's dog is digging in Laura's flower bed and was later found deceased. So the details of the murder in the short story is Hal watches Lars cleaning the bedroom and flipping the mattress. Hall then notices Anna's sudden disappearance and a sudden change in Lars's mannerism. Sam aids in Hall's investigation, and Hall notices the height difference in the renting agent that Lars when walking through the apartment above the Thorwalds. Now we have relationships and dialogue in the movie. Jeff has Stella and Lisa as supporting voices. Lisa voices concern about Anna's forgotten purse. Stella describes how and when the murder happened. For example, bathtub. Jeff, Lisa, and Stella bounced ideas off of each other in regards to the murder. So now we have relationships and dialogue in the short story. Hall acts more as a lone wolf. All details are provided based on Hal's theories through his thoughts. Hal does not have a voice of reason, and Sam is involved in tasks but never informed in theory. So next we have method of murder in the movie. It was noticeably more violent, a more gruesome image of the scene. There was a lot less thought behind it by Mr. Thorwald and a more personal disposal of the body. So now looking at the method of murder in the short story, it was noticeably more personal and it had a slower approach. It was a milder image of the scene. There was more thought behind it by Mr. Thorwall, and it was a very careful disposal of the body. Okay, so now some similarities between both the movie and the short story. Hall and Jeff is temporarily disabled in a wheelchair. Hall/Jeff shows great attention to detail. Mr. Thorwall was murdered by Lars, and Lars attacks Hall/Jeff at the climax of the story and the movie. So in conclusion, although many of the small details remain consistent between the short story and the film, the adjustments made assisted the viewers to fully immerse themselves in the short story Alfred Hitchcock sought to bring to life. And these are my references. I thank you for listening.